Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Mary Gunner, and in this episode I basically just wanted to talk to you about my experiences with the Tinder app. If you like someone based on their looks, you just swipe right, and if you don't like them, you swipe left. And if you really like them, you super like them, and you press on, I believe it's the blue button, which is a star. So yeah, everyone's heard about the Tinder app. That's the latest app these days. It's sort of, you know, you base it on looks. So that's how you meet. You don't really know much about them because usually the guys on there don't really write much on their profile. Well, sometimes they do, but very rarely. Anyway, the Tinder app, you know, there's a lot of guys on there with holding lots of dead fishes. And when I say dead fish, I'm not referring to their penis. Actually holding snakes as well. Yes, again. Live snakes that I actually hate. A huge snake on your profile pic does not tickle my fancy. Maybe in their minds maybe they're trying to send the girls a message. You know what I mean? Another profile picture that I don't really like on men's Tinder profiles is when they're laying next to a tiger, because really, what does it, laying next to a tiger, what does that mean? Doesn't do anything for me. Maybe it's saying they're a little bit adventurous in the bedroom. I have no idea. And a picture of the guy that's actually in the gym, or it doesn't have to be the gym, it could just be in front of a mirror with posing with his top off, clearly means that he wants a good time and a lot of boom shiki wah wah. Yes, so those are the ones that I tend to stay away from, and I hate the guys that actually doing the duck face, because guys, please leave that for the girls. Are you a girl? Oh, look, just kidding, but faces on guys just looks too feminine for my liking. Okay, so what else should guys stay clear of when they are presenting themselves on these online dating apps? So a picture of him getting married on the Tinder app, definitely a no-no. And you know how many of these have I seen? I've seen heaps. To just women. Again, that's something else you see a lot, whether they're dancers or, you know, to semi-naked women or soft porn, as you call it, on their profiles, and that does not make a guy's profile look very attractive. Maybe if you're looking for a little bit of fun, but not if you're going to take the guy seriously. Other profile pictures of guys that aren't very attractive, like a guy, he's got a picture of himself. Either these shots are very blurry, clearly you can't see them. They're taken with their sunglasses on and there's no other pictures, and sometimes they're in these weird costumes and you think, oh my god, what a strange fetish that guy's got. So, oh yeah, ladies, the Tinder app has got so many different varieties of guys that will kind of freak you out. And then, like, I even got this business guy that was, I liked his profile. I like guys in suits, by the way. I thought he was nice. He presented himself nice. He was quite cute. Anyway, we were a match. We started chatting, and then he said to me that he would like me to be a dominatrix, and he would like me, you know, and we're talking about the bedroom here. And I thought, hang on a sec, why is this guy talking about role play and me being a dominatrix? Because apparently my profile looked like I was some assertive chick. Yes, I am assertive and I'm proud of that. I'd rather be assertive than be the opposite of assertive. And he said my profile looked very model-esque. I thought that was a nice compliment. And he would like me to dominate him. Sound like a Mr. Grey here. Which I was not feeling comfortable with. I mean, look, hey, I could definitely be a dominatrix. I could put on the costume if I'm going out to some dress-up party, but not to satisfy some guy's sexual fantasy on a Tinder app. So anyway, Mr. Grey was deleted, blocked. I actually did have a Tinder date. I met this lovely guy in his early 40s. When I say lovely, he texted me every day. We spoke on the phone. He was some kind of comedian. That's what he said. Never heard of him before. I remember last week I met this guy and, you know, I was all dressed up. I was kind of caught in traffic, so I was a little bit late. Half an hour late. That was terrible, I know. Me late. Caught up with him in St Kilda, and when I met him, he didn't look... He's sort of... I think he had younger photos on his profile picture on Tinder. Even though we exchanged some pictures, he still looked a bit younger, like maybe 5 years younger. That still made a difference, because when I saw him, he looked a lot older and more mature, and his hair was receding. So he didn't believe me when I told him how old I was. He was like, you look younger, you sure you're that age? And I just kept saying, yes, I'm this age. Well, I do look after myself, you know. That's how I tend to. I do have a skincare regime. I do try to eat healthy. I do try to, you know. So anyway, it doesn't matter how I define my age. I did apologise for the lateness. Yeah, it was my fault, but he didn't get over it. He just kept saying, why were you late? And I said, look, there was traffic. I didn't, you know, I probably should have came early, because I think he came like 5 minutes before the due time. So he came really early. So you could tell he was keen to meet me. And then I asked him where he was doing this comedy act. Anyway, he said that I was not invited, and then I thought, okay, this guy is making... I felt like what he was saying was not true, because if you're a performer, normally you say, yeah, I'm performing here, come to my gig, come and watch it. But yes, men on the internet do lie. So that's where I'm coming from. He got very offensive, but I don't think he was actually ready. This guy was not ready to be dating, because he was very defensive. He was very guarded and was not letting me, you know, he wasn't letting me in, and everything I said. And I'm thinking, this guy can't be a comedian, because comedians usually take things, I mean, they can be deep, but when you meet someone, you're a comedian. And he wasn't funny either. You take things, you know, you don't take things to heart. So he had a lot of issues going on, and he walked away. He said, look, I'm going. And I said, okay, thanks for the wine. Bye-bye. So that went well. And then anyway, honestly, it was so shit that when I was going back to the car, my stiletto from my heel, it actually broke just on the way back to the car. So I thought, you know what? This could not have been a shittier date. Another experience I had on the Tinder app was I was chatting to this guy. He was like 52. Apparently, he put a photo of himself when he was like 10 years younger, 10 years on his Tinder profile. You know, he looked good. He was in a suit, looked like a businessy type of guy. He was very funny as I was chatting to him on the Tinder app. So we're just chatting away. He sounded very witty, very intelligent and funny. And I thought, and he was handsome on the Tinder, you know, profile. And of course, I had a few intelligent things to say as well. So I think that kind of got him interested. There was something not right. He did say he was separated from his wife. Now, this businessman for 6 months. To me, that's still early, but still sort of gave it a go. Separated for 6 months. He's in Melbourne. He said he was in Melbourne for the time being. But I asked him for some pictures whilst we were, I gave him my number. I asked for some pictures. I didn't get them. He just said he sent them 3 times. But how could he say he sent it 3 times and I never got them? So he was definitely telling fibs, pretending. I think it's because he was a celebrity and he probably didn't want that on my phone. But the thing is, also said, are you going to talk about me on your show? And I just said, no, I'm not going to, but I'm not giving you his name. So the celebrity could be anyone, right? Well, that was a real shame because he just wanted me to come to, he just wanted me to come out to Crown, he said, and then told me where he was staying. I said, I don't go to people's hotel rooms. I don't know, I'm starting to picture my profile. Do I really look like a party girl that people think I can be a dominatrix? Or I'm that easy that I just, call me and I'll come to your hotel room? Ew. I don't know. I certainly am not getting the right kind of guys. Not meeting the right kind of guys. So I think, so I had him, and then there was another guy that I struck up a conversation with, and he was like 52, but he lived in the area. He had a business, he said. He was very busy. But when I spoke, we chatted, it was okay. But then when I spoke to him on the phone, I felt like I didn't find him very easy to talk to over the phone either. And it was kind of like a job. You know when you go for a job interview and someone kind of tries to find out if that you're the right applicant for their business? Well, this guy was doing the same thing. In a matter of 3 minutes, he tried to sum you up over the phone. And I did not like that because I felt like, okay, maybe these guys have got a lot of competition, I think, when they're 50s, they're successful. This guy said, gold diggers or something, and I thought, what a stupid thing to say to someone. Just because you're successful, you've got your own business, you think that all women are like gold diggers? The older thing was not working for me because I found that these guys, I think they were more playing the field and they were more attracted to girls half their age. So men in their 50s are the worst guys to date. And not only that, I guess you've got to think, it's kind of like they don't send text messages to your phone. They might pick up the phone and ring you, but they don't do the text like this generation. So I don't know what generation they're from. Generation X, Generation Y? Generation Y and their X? Or the other way around? So yeah, because it was just based on looks and more of a kind of a hookup app, it didn't really work for me because, okay, sure, you might find some nice genuine guys that are looking for something a little bit long term, but guys, but I think most of the people on there obviously are not very truthful, the guys, and their pictures aren't very accurate. So when you flick through the photos, first you may see a picture of a young guy and then the pictures will get older. Or you get the reverse, you'll see the old picture and then you'll see a young. So it's kind of confusing on what do they look like. I mean, say for example he's 40, he might look like he's 20. They all do it. It's so stupid. Just put your proper picture. I mean, if it's more than 6 months old, you've got an old picture up anyway. So Tinder, how would I rate Tinder? Out of 10, I would give it a 4. I'm sorry. 4 out of 10 is what I'm rating the Tinder app. Only because I find that it's really shallow. Everything's just based on looks and nobody cares what's up there. It's just like a real hookup app. If you want to hook up with someone for the night, it's okay. But if you're genuinely looking for love and a husband, then I'm sorry, but it does fail there. It certainly fails. And sometimes, even when you're matched up with someone, they don't even talk. So why would they swipe? Yeah. So anyway, that was my experience with the Tinder app. I'm not on there anymore. So no more celebrity hookups. No freaky sexual fetishes, and no Mr. Greys. Just that app just didn't do it for me. I am just too down to earth for that app. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my review on the Tinder app. If you want to leave any comments, please do. Leave them in the drop box below. Share any thoughts or any of your experiences. And until next time, that's a cut. Thanks for watching. Bye.